I wouldn't be where I am today in my life if it wasn't for the mentors who've helped to shape me along my own journey. I've had mentors in practically every area of my life, from my health, my fitness, my attitude, my mindset, leadership, everything. And if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be who I am. But how is it then that we could find mentors in our life? How do we know when we found somebody who could even be a mentor for us? What is the secret to finding that special person or that special group that can help us to improve in our own abilities and talents? And that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's get right to it. I'm Brandon Eastman with BeBetterIndustries.com, and on this YouTube channel, we talk about peak performance, mindset, and achievement. Achievement towards your goals, and achievement towards who you want to become. So if you're into those things, then make sure to hit the subscribe button here and hit the bell. That way you're notified of all new videos that we release every single Monday. And be sure while you're down there, hit the like button here too. That way this video is shown to more people who could use this information. And by the way, this video comes from a comment on one of our previous videos by an individual by the name of Rasul. And I'm going to put his comment right here. Rasul asked, Brandon, how do I find a great mentor in my life? And guys, just so you know, these videos are created from your suggestions. I want to know, what is it that you want to hear? What is it that you need help in your own life to take it to that next level? Because we're talking about mentors here today. And I would love to be one of your virtual mentors. I would love to be somebody who can help you take your life to that next level in whatever way that I can virtually here. So I hope to be that resource for you. And this video is because of Rasul's recommendation. What is the first step then to finding a great mentor in your life? It comes back to something that we've talked about probably 20 times on this channel, and it's so important. And once you do this one thing, you will begin to notice different people who can help you improve in this area. And the one thing that you must start with to find a great mentor, the number one secret, is you have to know what you're looking to improve in. You have to know what you're looking for a mentor for. Is it for your health? Are you looking to get in shape? Are you looking to get yourself out of debt? Or maybe if you're already out of debt, you want to start building your freedom fund or building your wealth. Do you want to improve your mindset and your attitude? What is the area you're looking to improve in? Because if you don't know what you want, you're not going to be able to find somebody to help you get there. There isn't a one-size-fit-all mentor who can help you in every single area of life. I'm sure there's people out there who've mastered practically every area, but they're not going to be able to go as deep with you as somebody who is specialized in a specific skill. As an example, when I was ready to get my health in order, I was 250 pounds. I went down to 180 to 190 pounds, but the reason I got there is because I told myself, I will get myself into shape. I will weigh this much. I will be at my perfect weight. And after I decided that's what I wanted, I began to become attuned to who could help me get there. And I happened to find somebody in my life who worked for the same company that helped me to make that a reality. I told them what I wanted, and they said, Brandon, I've got so much experience when it comes to getting myself into shape. I used to be a bodybuilder. I used to power lift. Let me help you do the same thing. And I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. Like, I just wrote this goal down and now this person wants to take me under their wing. So I started going to the gym with this individual, and they taught me workout routines, and they taught me the right foods to eat. And you know, while I was there with that person, they also taught me a lot of life lessons about leadership, about mindset, about attitude. They were a one-size-fit-all mentor for me because I was younger at the time. I was 19, 20 years old. And after I got myself into shape, it was time to move on to the next thing. The next thing is I wanted to learn how to become an effective leader. So I found another mentor who helped me with my leadership skills, who helped me when it came to influencing a group of people. And then after that, I wanted to get my finances in order. So guess who I found? I found a financial mentor. I found somebody who had their own finances in order the same way that I wanted to. They were completely out of debt and they were making great money, and they helped me to get myself out of debt and to also make great money. So through these different stories and examples, I hope you see the common theme here. You have to know exactly what you want to improve in, because if you don't know what that is, you're not going to find a mentor to help you do it. Okay, great. So you know exactly what you want to improve in. So now, how is it that you find a mentor to help you get there? Well, there's a lot of different ways you can do that. Understand this first though. Proximity is power. The more you are around people who have the result that you're going after, the more that their habits and abilities are going to rub off on you. In short, you want to get around people who have already attained what you're going after. Or you want to get around people who are on the same path as you. Maybe people who are only one step ahead of you. Because if you're looking to get yourself in great shape, you don't need to necessarily find somebody who's already done that. It's great if you can. But it's also okay if you can find people who are currently on the same journey as you. Because these individuals have a common goal. Okay, you both have something in common that you can build rapport over, and then you can continue making progress together. Now, this is very important. You're going to find people who want to take you under their wing and help you. But it's very, very important that you spend time around the right people. It's very important to be sure that your proximity is with the people who have actually achieved or are on the path to achieving the same thing that you want. So as an example, if you want to get yourself into shape and you go to a local gym and their personal trainer there is this large guy who might even be bigger than you and they're trying to give you health advice, it's probably not a good idea to allow that person to help you along the way. They might be able to give you some information they've learned in books, but it's probably not the best person to take you under their wing to help you get into shape, because they haven't done it themselves. It's the same thing if you're trying to get your finances in order, if you're trying to get out of debt. If you're trying to get out of debt, do you think it's smart to talk to somebody who's already in debt, who might be in even more debt than you, to get financial advice? Probably not the best idea. Now, these things are obvious. However, I cannot tell you guys how many life coaches I've met out there who are overweight, who are heavily in debt, who don't even have the best attitude or mindset, yet they coin themselves as a life coach. You see, I'm not even going to coin myself as a life coach because that's not what I am. Listen, if I give you a piece of information that helps to improve your life, great, but I will never coin myself as a life coach because I don't have this thing figured out. I don't think anybody does. But the point I'm making is once you find people, once you get around people, make sure that they have what you want. And only then can you allow them to give you information and advice. You gotta make sure that the source is credible. And that is so important. Otherwise, you're going to waste your most valuable asset of all, which is your time. Spend that time with the right people. So how do you find the right person? There's a lot of different ways. Get around them. If you're looking to get yourself in shape, go to the gym. Just begin. You don't need to have the best workout routine in place. Go there and watch people who are in shape. Watch people as they lift the weights and go throughout their own routine. And then check this out. What would happen if you just walked up to those people and said, hey, my name is Brandon. I have a goal of getting myself into shape and I kind of want to look like you do, as weird as that might sound. Is there any way that I could maybe shadow you on one of your workouts? That way I can learn your workout routine and begin incorporating it in my own life. Listen, if you go to somebody and you say that, 9 out of 10 people are going to say, yeah, sure, you can follow me on my workout, no problem. Now, that doesn't mean that while they're working out, you ask them 5,000 questions. That simply means you go along their workout with them and you watch them, you observe them. Because check this out. The simple act of observing somebody going throughout their workout, going throughout their routine, observing somebody who's doing what you want to be able to do will trigger something in your brain called mirror neurons. And the cool thing about mirror neurons is as you watch somebody do something, you actually begin connecting neural pathways in your brain that helps you to do that same thing at an improved level. So if you want to become a great Spanish speaker, find somebody who speaks Spanish and listen to them. Immerse yourself in the language. Watch them. Listen to their enunciation. Listen to the grammar and the words that they're using. Because it's going to fire off mirror neurons in your own mind that help you to become more like that in terms of skill. That applies to anything. Fitness. Find somebody at the gym and follow their workout routine. Leadership. Watch an amazing leader speak to their team. Watch an amazing leader sit down with somebody to give them constructive criticism. Watch an amazing leader interview somebody for a job, and you're only going to get better at it yourself. People want to help people. That's just how we're wired. We want to contribute, we want to give. So proximity is power. Get around those people. Another way to find a great mentor is you can simply go to google.com. And you're probably thinking, Brandon, this is too simple. go to Google and then type in what you want. So weight loss or financial, or if you want to learn a language, Spanish or French or whatever language you want to learn to speak. And after you type in what you want, type in association, or type in seminar, or type in group, or type in meeting. As an example, leadership, seminar, leadership, association. Maybe public speaking is what you want to get better in and find a mentor for. So public speaking, group, hit enter. It's gonna pull open a ton of search results that give you information for groups or seminars or meetings in your area that you can join. Some of them might even be free. For me, I wanted to improve in public speaking years ago. I used to be so nervous to speak to people. I would stumble over my words, which I still do all the time, but I'm much better now. And what I did was I found a friend who wanted the same thing, and they recommended a group to me called Toastmasters. And I recommend this for anyone who wants to improve in speaking or leadership. But I went along to a Toastmasters meeting, and it is free to go as a guest. I joined as a guest. I was a guest for about 3 meetings, and after 3 meetings, I signed up. It was like $60 for an entire year, and I was around other people who wanted to improve in speaking. And I was also around people who were at a much higher level at speaking than I was at the time. I did the same thing for the business of speaking. I joined the National Speakers Association, and I found other people who ran a business around speaking and training and facilitating. Type into Google what you want and type in after it association, meeting, or group. There's so many. There's the Rotary Clubs for business. There's the Lions Club, which is for anyone looking for overall growth and improvement in their life. And then there's other clubs like what we just talked about, Toastmasters, National Speakers Association. There's literally an association for anything. There's associations for music, for hunting, for weight loss, for fitness, for bodybuilding, for languages. There's literally an association for anything out there that you can join either free or for a low cost, where you can then gain proximity to people who are already doing what you want to do. There's no excuse in today's world to not improve in something, because you can find somebody in that world that you want to enter that easily just by using the internet. So that's how you find a great mentor and how you learn from them. I know there's some of you out there asking, okay, Brandon, that's great. I found a mentor. I'm with them maybe 1 day a week or even maybe a few days a month. So what can I do to continue growing in that area that I want to improve in without being in their physical presence? I'm really happy you asked. And I have one word that will answer that for you. Books. These are how you grow and improve in a specific area without physically being with a mentor. Pick up some books. And you want to know the beautiful thing about books? You can literally go to your local library and find thousands of books with hundreds of books in your subject alone that can help you to grow. Think about books as something where the author took 10 to 20 to 30 years of their life, and they compressed all that information and all of that experience into an easy to read book that might take you a week or two or even a month to get through. Books have made such a profound difference in my life, and without getting too into them, there's a few books that have specifically helped me when it comes to my mindset and my attitude, which I believe help you in any area of life. One of the first personal development books that I've read is by Napoleon Hill. It's called Think and Grow Rich. There's a reason why so many self-help gurus and so many people out there will tell you to read this book. It is just incredible. It talks about the law of attraction. It talks about writing down your goals. It talks about making progress towards what it is you want. This is a must read if you're on the path to personal growth. The second book that you want to read that really made a difference in my life, I read it about 3-4 years ago. It's called Awaken the Giant Within. It is Tony Robbins' second book that he wrote in the 1990s, and it is just incredible. He talks about belief systems. He talks about transformational vocabulary. He talks about goal setting. He talks about making progress. He talks about money. He talks about health. He talks about practically every area of life in this book. And if you know Tony Robbins, he is just an incredible dude, and he was one of my first virtual mentors. Speaking of virtual mentors, what does that mean? What's a virtual mentor? When you're not with somebody physically who's helping you to improve in whatever area you want to grow in, then you can find mentors virtually. Go on YouTube, type in what you want to grow in. If it's a language, a skill, type it into the search bar, and then hit enter and see what pops up. You can learn almost as much from a video as you can from the real person themselves. So if you've already found a real mentor, a physical mentor, if you're already reading books to continue to grow while you're not with them, then find yourself a virtual mentor that you can then watch, understand, and study what they do so that you can continue to grow. Some virtual mentors for me have been Jim Rohn. I found Jim Rohn, who's Tony Robbins' mentor, when I was 19, 20 years old. And he completely helped to shape the way that I look at the world and shape my mindset and shape my attitudes. And then from Jim Rohn, I found Tony Robbins, who I began listening to every single day. And then I found Les Brown, I found Grant Cardone, I found so many different individuals who've helped to shape me into who I am. And the very cool thing about books or audiobooks and virtual mentors is you can be driving and listening to them while you're in your car. You can be going through your morning routine and listen to them while you're going through that. You can listen to them and learn while you're doing other things in your life. Now, I hope by listening to this, you have begun to understand there are so many different ways to find a mentor that can help you grow in your life. And the secret is simply know what you want. Once you know what you want to improve in, it makes finding a mentor that much easier because you're focused on what it is you want. And then once you find a mentor, watch them, study them, and allow your mirror neurons to kick in by watching what they do. Because then you'll go to do that same thing and you'll notice yourself getting better and better and better. And the more mentors you find, the better you become. Now again, I want to know in the comments, what else do you want to see that will help you improve in your own life? Something that will help you in those areas is click the first link in the description below. Enter your email and I will send you a free copy of my ebook. It's called Be Extraordinary, Your Guide to Self-Mastery. I mentioned that I want to be one of your virtual mentors. I would be honored for the opportunity. And that book includes so many different strategies that I've used to obtain self-mastery in my own life, at least the point that I'm at right now. And then as always, hit subscribe so you see every video I upload every single Monday, and then hit the like button again. That way this video gets sent to more people who could use this information too. Thank you again, Rasul, for your comment. I hope this helped you, and I hope that it served all of you watching this as well on your own journey of self-mastery. Until we see each other again, continue to be better.